It's the Christmas cookie bonanza and the first day of Vlogmas. As a Jenny Han stan, every December 1st I participate in the Christmas Cookie Bonanza, which is a fictional holiday that Lara Jean has made for herself where she bakes Christmas cookies every December 1st. And so ever since I've read the book, I always have my own. So far today, I have baked chocolate chip cookies, peanut butter blossoms, and then later I'm going to make spritz cookies, which are done in a cookie press. I always do them last because they're the most infuriating and most time consuming, and so I'm going to do those later when I finish up some work and probably when I watch hockey. So that is my plan for the day. Let me know what your favorite Christmas cookie is down below in the comments. Mine is the peanut butter blossoms. I'm so excited to have them. I love them so much. And this week my beverage of choice is tea because I think I'm getting a cold, which I would rather have it happen in the beginning of Vlogmas than at the end of Vlogmas, because if you were here last year, we all know I got sick in the middle of my 12 days of Vlogmas. I felt it coming on yesterday because my throat was sore, my nose has been running, and so I'm just gonna be drinking tea forever until this is over. Like, I'm trying to combat this as much as I can. I'm gonna get the cookies from the oven and then I will talk to you about my reading in a little while. You might hear my cat Leo in the background because he's currently playing with some garland, but I just finished work for the day and I've been drinking some candy cane green tea from Trader Joe's and it's been doing the job. And I want to talk about my reading. I am still in the middle of some books that I was reading for Skoden Readathon, so I still want to finish those up. One of them I'm reading for another video. So this is your introduction to Vlogmas. I'm probably going to vlog today, tomorrow, and Saturday because the Queer Lit Readathon starts on Sunday, so I'm going to be doing a separate vlog for that. So these are just the first 3 days of Vlogmas and kind of like a weekend vlog. So I want to read a couple novellas. I'm going to check them out and see what to do. Last night I had some Hoopla holds, so I put everything on hold because it was November 30th and it technically counts for November, so now I have 5 remaining for this month. Life hack if anybody needed it. And I also want to start The Christmas Clash by Suzanne Park. I don't know much about it, but it looks cool and I believe it might have a fake dating. I'm not entirely sure. In my December Hopefuls video, I mentioned I'm doing Vlogmas, so if you missed that video, I'll have it linked down below for you. But I am going to be doing weekly reading vlogs throughout the month of December up until the 24th, which I planned out as the 19th. So hit subscribe if you haven't. If you like this video and you want to see more from me, I talk about queer and trans books on this channel and specifically young adult contemporary. It's one of my favorite genres. And if you're looking to do some sprints on December 10th, I'm going to be doing a whole day of sprints with my patrons, and then we're going to finish it out here on my main channel. So the link for that will be down below. We'll be starting out on my Patreon at 10 a.m. Eastern, take a break in the middle, and then have the rest of the sprints here on my channel from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'm so excited because my friend Michelle over at Thor With Another Letter is going to be my guest host. They are one of my really good friends and I have not yet done a reading sprint with them, and we've been trying to plan it, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity. If you would like to support my content, the best way to do that is over on Patreon. You can pledge $1 to be a part of our Discord where we do watch parties, and I also have a LGBTQ plus book club which I'm going to be bringing back next year. I'm really excited about it. So if any of that is of interest to you, the link is always down below, and like I said, I'm going to be ending it out here on my channel because I don't want anyone to miss out. If you're not able to pledge, I want it to at least be accessible for everybody, so I decided to do a little compromise that way. So we get a morning sprint and then we get an evening sprint. I'm super excited about that. And again, it is Saturday, December 10th. I'm going to start on the spritz cookies, make some dinner, and watch some hockey. It's probably not going to be good hockey, but we'll see. Hello, it's Friday and welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas. I haven't checked in at all today. It's 5 p.m. or actually it might be later than that, but I just have had a sore throat all day and I've just been working and not really doing much, so that's going to be the tone for the rest of the night. I do want to get into at least the first story of the Very Merry Murder Club. There's 13, so hopefully by Christmas I will have this finished. I'm excited, so I'll let you know when I start this. So now the reading portion of this vlog can finally start. I also downloaded some novellas, but I'll talk more about that tomorrow. And I have another exciting thing coming in the vlog, so wait till the end for that. Good morning. It's Saturday and I want to spend the whole day reading. I didn't get a lot in last night because honestly I just wasn't feeling well, but today I'm determined to read a little bit more. I want to finish up a book, and I did start the Very Merry Murder Club, but I realized it's a HarperCollins title. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I've been uplifting the voices of the HarperCollins Publishing Union. I'll have their links down below because they have been striking for 17 days to have a fair contract. They're only asking for 15% more of their wage, and I am so frustrated that HarperCollins has not said a word. They said that they were going to just reach out in good faith and try and negotiate something, but they literally have not done anything. They're not cooperating and they're kind of just ignoring it and acting like it's not happening. I'll leave links down below to how you can help support the union as well as donate to their strike fund, because many of them need to pay rent, and that's why they're striking, because HarperCollins has the money. These are the people that get the books into our hands. They're the ones behind the scenes. They get everything done and they deserve a fair wage. And there's a lot of other details, so I will have links down below for how you can find out, how you can donate to their strike fund. And they are asking reviewers to just not review the books. And I did directly contact them asking for some clarification, and they said you can show the books. So what I'm going to do going forward is, if I have a HarperCollins book, you're just going to hear about it in passing. It's not going to be a reading vlog situation where I tell you everything, because I don't want to cross the line of boycotting. That's not what we're doing here. We are just showing solidarity and trying to not give HarperCollins any content or copy that they can use in replace of their workers, because that's what they're doing. They're just hiring temps, and it's so infuriating. It really is. As a reader, as somebody who has worked in publishing, it is just so infuriating that they are just not doing anything at all. And so I'm in full support of the HarperCollins Union. So going forward, you're not going to see many of the books in my videos. I'm trying to figure out how to navigate my vlogs. So I have decided that you'll see the books and hear about them, but I won't do a concrete review. They just want you to hold off on your reviews. You can still talk about the books, because that would be boycotting, where I just don't talk about the books at all. So hope you're cool with that. Go support the union. And now I am going to read. Hello, it's Sunday and time to end out the vlog. I have a reading update. I decided to read my free novella called Grounded for Christmas by Daisy Landish. I believe this is a self-published book, and it was only 23 pages. I started it last night and just finished it up today. It was fine. It was cute. It's a sapphic romance. This is following two women who are stuck in an airport on Christmas Eve, and that is one of my favorite tropes. I love that so much. And so we are just learning about these two girls. They're flirting with each other. What happens is Jamie doesn't have a phone charger, but Emma does. Emma has a phone charger and offers it to Jamie, and that is how their romance starts. It was cute, but there were some errors with spelling. I was cringing a little bit when I was reading it because Jamie's a music producer and she says that her client is Addison Rain. And to me, that just feels like it lacked some creativity, but I don't like to critique self-published works too hard because I know how hard it can be to self-publish a book and be self-published, but I still want to leave room for critiques and criticism. This was fine. If you just want to read like a cute sapphic romance set in an airport, I'll have the link down below, but I got some reading done yesterday. Not much. My plans for this weekend didn't really go as planned, but I did get to read the first story in the Very Merry Murder Club by Elle McNichol, and I also need to finish Ready When You Are by Gary Lonesborough. Hopefully I'll do that this week. It's a heavy book, and so I want to take my time with it, but it's also a library book, so I need to finish it up before I take it to the library. So that was my reading update. Let me know what you're currently reading in the comments. Before we get into the vlog, Sage tagged me to do a vlogagram. And I'm feeling like I'm back in 2015 YouTube, and I'm so excited. So I'm going to answer 3 of their questions, and then I am going to pass on some questions to a couple other creators who are doing Vlogmas. I asked on Twitter, can I tag people who are doing Vlogmas? And 2 people reached out to me, so you're going to be tagged. But first, let's answer Sage's questions because they are so good. I have been sitting and thinking about these questions for the last 2 days, and I still feel like I don't have an answer for the last one, so I'm just going to make something up on the spot. I'll have Sage's video down below. They're also doing Vlogmas and are also a trans creator, so if you want to follow more trans booktubers, follow Sage. They're awesome. Let's get to the questions.
The person who I am going to tag is Alex from Pucks and Paperbacks. So Alex is just doing weekly vlogs, but yeah, I'm gonna tag him. So my 3 questions for you, off the cuff. We ready? If you could have any one fictional character sing you to sleep every night, who would it be?
For this question, I had to go with a fictional guitarist, and this is Wyatt from The Feeling of Falling in Love by Mason Deaver. They would sing me a One Direction song, and I would fall right asleep. Honestly, would I fall right asleep though? I would probably like be singing along because I love One Direction, and so does Wyatt, and so I think we would get along very well, but I had to think about that. I don't know what song I would have them sing me, but in the book, they sing Fool's Gold, so maybe that. I would have them sing me a One Direction song, and I don't know which one. I would say either Story of My Life, Little Things, because Little Things is very slow, but my favorite album is actually 4 and Made in the AM, so either song off of that, maybe, I don't know, like they don't have many acoustic songs that sound like a lullaby, but you know what? Whichever song they want to sing me to sleep, pretty fine.
My second question is, what color of books do you tend to gravitate toward? Like, what's a color of a book cover that will just always like draw you in when you're browsing the shelves or the bookstore?
For the next question, I pulled a couple books, and it looks like this is the vibe. I just love this cover so much, but I think some yellows, oranges, and purples are definitely what I gravitate towards. But when I go to the store, like I just go for books that I already know, and I never really pick up books based on the cover. But I would also say a yellow like this, and maybe some teal. I really like teal. That's like one of my favorite colors.
Third question is, if you could recommend any coffee drink to your favorite author, who would the author be and what would you recommend? This is a play on Alex's series of getting coffee drinks recommended to him by authors and subscribers. So there you go.
And last, I still don't know. I don't know who my favorite author is. I have so many, But I'm trying to think of like a favorite author is like somebody that I've read from before and is an auto buy. And for me, that is Cameron Garrett, who actually gave me her coffee order. And so I will link my video down below if you want to watch it. In that video, I actually got 3 coffee orders from my favorite authors, including Cameron Garrett, Ashley Woodfolk, and Ash Van Otterloo, who are all my favorite authors. And Cameron Garrett actually recommended me a chai tea latte. So I guess I have to recommend her something else. Now, I really like a gingerbread latte. I haven't had it in a long time, but I also would go for, if you're looking for like seasonal, I always go for the new one. It's like a caramel brulee latte or something like that. But honestly, I like to get a caramel macchiato. I like to get vanilla, but a chai tea latte is what I've been getting most recently. So actually, I should probably thank her for that. I also did like a part 1 of this video, the coffee video, but I privated it because it has an author that I don't support anymore. And so Morgan Matson gave me one, or she didn't give me one, I actually found hers, and hers, I think, is like the best one. I can't find it, but I will look, and if I can, I'll insert it into the video, but I think that's one I would recommend.
And some questions about my Starbucks order, and I used to have it like pinned up as like the pinned tweet on my Twitter page, but now it's like, you know, promoting my book, which is probably a little more helpful. But anyway, this is my Starbucks order. I always get the same thing unless it's really...
So the last drink is Morgan Matson's drink, and hers is very elaborate. This I'm excited about. It is a venti iced coffee with 2 pumps of vanilla with soy milk, and it's sugar-free. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I like vanilla coffee, so I'm hoping to enjoy this. I have never had soy milk before, so I'm a little worried about that, but let's get it. My friends, we have a winner. Yo, this is fucking good. Because I think Cameron did recommend me an iced chai tea latte, which I do end up getting, but Morgan Matson is probably the one that I would recommend if I could remember what it was. But thank you, Sage. This was so cool and fun, so thank you so much for tagging me. I really appreciate it. Here are my questions for Rachel from Boston Book Biddy and Wolfie from, I think they're now called A Starlight System. I'll have their links down below if you want to watch their Vlogmas as well. But here are my questions for you. First, what is your favorite Christmas cookie? Because I made Christmas cookies in this video. 2, I always ask everybody this, what is your favorite queer book? And tell me the best book you read in 2022 that you want more people to read or know about. So, I'm excited to see your answers, and thank you everybody for watching. I will see you next week with another Vlogmas video for the Queer Lit Readathon. If you enjoyed episode 1 of Vlogmas, I think I'm just going to call them episodes because this wasn't a week-long vlog, it was just a couple days. So if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and feel free to hit subscribe because I am posting videos every week up until Christmas. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. I also am making like regular content, so I'm going to film a video in a few minutes, so look out for that. A lot of content's coming. Goodbye.